It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the pass.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field. And that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He'll let this go for Adams. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here's 3rd down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Young. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
This will be taken at the 10. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
21.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But you look at this defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
11. 6. 21. Here we go. 12.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Here we go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
3rd and 8. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go.
Josh McDaniels going to take a risk here. They will go for it on 4th down. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. Jacobs diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
As most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
2nd and 10. Now Young. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 3rd and short yardage. Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
At the 50-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
They've
here we
got
go.
good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
65, 65.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 4. J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll return it from the 6. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
To throw, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's Young. Connects with Kittle underneath. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
At the 36.
Here we go, here we go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, Jacobs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 3rd and 9 here. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
That's caught downfield by Kittle. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often. A wasted down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 16-point deficit.
Here we go.
I'd say that it's fair to say nothing has gone right in this first half for them. Even here, you've got a chance to at least get on the board, but that goes by the wayside. And now, this coaching staff, they've got to figure out some way to wake this team.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 29, here's second down and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
11.
Garoppolo now. And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
They go with Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the double.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Blue check. Ready? Go.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A 1st down, 26 yards.
Time they had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. They go play action. Young. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And quickly they get to the line.
The tackle made back in his own 49.
Off the play fake, Young. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Sanders. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd
Young.
and goal.
Steps away to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 75. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
21.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock
13,
game.
13.
Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It's a gain of 9.
21, 21.
Second and a yard. At the 31.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
2, 2,
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 2.
Hey, alert! 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 Clock! Clock! Clock!
Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here we go.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play action. Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Raiders 30, Panthers 6.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's another Panthers.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. He's got Mingo. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Young to throw it. Being chased out, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. George Kittle from 3 yards out. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
Ready?
The Young's going to throw for this. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here we go, here we go, here we
The
go.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3. It got his man complete. Touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Daniel Carlson on
1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, right?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
32-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Young on 1st down. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Young's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And the Raiders have got him. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw on 2nd down is Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll find Thielen working the middle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
21.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer.
Here we go.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a play fake. Garoppolo looking deep for Adams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs, and he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all.